think the thing that President Trump is doing that no other Republican in my lifetime has done is he's making the left play by their own rules. The left does this kind of stuff all the time. And I'm old enough to remember when Barack Obama called in the heads of every major car company in America in 2009 and basically said that I'm the only thing, he actually said, I'm the person standing between you and the pitchforks. And then he leveraged concessions out of them. This sort of thing happens all the time, but only from Democrats. And what President Trump is doing, and this is why I think people are freaking out, is he's saying, you built this system. You gave all these powers to the executive branch. And now I'm going to use all the powers that you built against the thing that you want. And now you're all freaking out. Okay, well, here's what we could do. If you don't like any of this, why don't we make a deal where we minimize the powers of the executive branch via the Constitution or via the legislature?
Same thing on the DOJ.
Well, what makes Trump historic is that for my entire lifetime, the basic notion from conservatives is that the growth of government was a one-way ratchet. That all the powers that were accruing in the executive branch were just going to continue to accrue, but only to the benefit of the left. And then a right-winger might get in at a certain point, might get a George W. Bush, and he would kind of just go slower, right? The ratchet would continue to move in the left-wing direction, but slower. Trump is coming in and he's saying, listen, you gave me all these powers and you meant these powers for Joe Biden or for Barack Obama, but guess what? I'm the guy who's here and I'm going to use every bit of power that you gave me and I'm going to push as hard as I possibly can. And again, he's not saying he's not going to listen to the judiciary. He's never said that, actually. A lot of people attribute that to him, but he's never actually said it. And people are caterwauling. And so the proper answer to all of this should be, okay, well, if you don't like what the president is now capable of doing, maybe you shouldn't have built that machine in the first place where you centralized all power in an administrative bureaucracy. But instead, the complaint is that Donald Trump is a tyrant. The thing they should be objecting to is the power itself. The thing they're objecting to is his use of the power, but they'd be perfectly happy if it were Kamala Harris using that exact same power in ways that they like.